We are live. Golden Hour Golf Bets. We are back to get into another golf weekend coming off the John Deere Classic. Now we have another major, and we love betting these majors because the stars step up to the forefront. It's going to be a lot of fun. Dave, we have a ton of big names at the top of the odds board. I got the top five, I think the top six odds leaders down at the bottom of the board going on the ticker. Listen, we're going to start. I'm happy to turn the page on the John Deere Classic and get into the Open, the British Open, because my guys did not hit last week. You, however, did get paid off the rat.
Oh, I got paid off a bunch, but yeah, got some Kevin Na action. Absolutely. Got some Mito Pereira. I tried the trifecta. He snuck in the top 40, got 34th. Hey, Lebioda gave you all he could get. He went +4 on the back nine on Saturday. What's the difference in his score versus Lucas Glover? 4 strokes. He just bad 9 holes. But, hey, he's in there. He's pushing it for you. So I actually had some top 20 action on him as well. So I had a good weekend. I will say I played a couple live bets, and Lucas wasn't one. So, hey, all in all, solid. A little bit in the black, which I'll take that anytime because I'm going to roll that over to some big action this week.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, you got to step up big time in the majors. And, my guys didn't hit. I had Noren, I had Pat Perez, never had a shot. Both got cut. And I'll tell you what, I was in Atlantic City watching the fight Saturday night. I was just not even live betting it on Sunday. I was like, forget about it. Like, I'm done. I'm just going to let this one play out because when I looked at the top of the leaderboard, there just wasn't a lot that I liked on Sunday. So I just let it go. We made last week a loss. We're coming back strong this week. We're going to come back swinging. Let's talk a little bit about the course, Dave, like we always do. Royal St. George's, par 70, 7,189 yards. We got 2 par 5s, 566, 547. Not too bad. What are your thoughts on the course?
Yeah, course. So it's the shortest of all the majors this year. That's one thing to point out. But, I mean, short doesn't matter here. This course plays hard. 15th Open being played at Royal St. George's. 13 of the 14, the winning score has been -5 or worse. The biggest one was, I think, Norman had like -13, one of those aberrations when the weather really didn't play a factor. So take short and throw it out the window. It's tough. Undulating fairways, tons of bunkers, crossing the fairway, deep pop bunkers near the green. Really, like, stay away from areas. And in general, though, what we've seen with Royal St. George, you've had some winners in the past that are kind of no-names. Darren Clark won most recently here in 2011. Before that, Ben Curtis. Clark shoots a 5 under, Curtis 1 under. Really, only majors. That's their only major win was here at Royal St. George. So it's a course that I think really brings everyone into play based on its length, based upon its oddity. It's on the coast. So that's a big thing, too, out there in Sandwich, Kent, England. So weather can really play havoc on these guys. And right now it's calling for some high winds all weekend Thursday. So 17, 18, sustained 36 mile per hour gusts. It's tough. And like you said, 2 par 5s. 2 of the 4 par 3s play over 230 yards. So if that's back in the wind, forget about it. It's a really tough. This is a tough course to handicap. And this is a tough tournament to handicap in general.
Yeah, and now, listen, that's what you hear, right? Short course plays long, right? Wind can be a factor. Going to be a challenge, right? Scrambling, mental fortitude, all that comes into play. But give us one metric that you felt was really important that you were looking at when you were handicapping these golfers.
Yeah, I mean, I put like 3 or 4 together, but for me, you already mentioned the one, whether you want to take scrambling or strokes gained around the green. I kind of used a hybrid of both and kind of mesh them together. They are different, but I'll go strokes gained around the green. Listen, off the tee's key too here, but off the tee's weird because people are going to be playing hybrids, long irons, and trying to get to run and go, hitting stingers. So it's not your typical Bryson off the tee, your number one, because you can get penalized going into this high stuff. You don't want to. You got to hit these fairways, and you just got to get it out there.
Yeah, definitely. And there's some There's some odd things with this course where I'm going to talk about a little bit. I got some quotes from one of the guys I'm playing, my big favorite, my number one gun. So, I mean, let's get into the picks, right? That's what we're here for. I got 3 people. I got 2 outrights, and then I got a round 1 leader, and I got them all in place finishes as well. I'm going to kick things off, Dave. I'm going to start, and I'm going to start at the top, right? So it's not going to be John Rahm, right? I'm not starting at the very top, even though I love Rahm. Just couldn't get behind him this week. His odds kind of moved from plus 700 earlier in the day to plus 850 now. And, you know, another interesting move, we see Xander Schauffele fly into the top 5, money coming in on him, money going away from Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson pushed out of the top 5 down to plus 2,200 now. But the guy that I'm targeting, he's Mr. Major, right? Brooks Koepka plus 1,400. Just had to pull the trigger on him. It's a major. He steps up. Brooks Koepka, I got him plus 160 for top 10. He's a big game hunter, right? He's here for the Open. That's what he's here for. You know, he has 3 top 10 finishes in the British Open in 6 starts. Very familiar with these link style golf courses. He got his start on the European Tour. So this isn't anything new to him. Although it was very interesting. I saw some comments from him. Right, you would think that he couldn't wait for the British Open, loves this course. This specific course, not a very big fan of. He talked candidly about some of the blind spots off the tee. It's real goofy with the sight lines. But, you know, in typical Brooks Koepka fashion, you know, the guy that I want to step up and really take over this weekend, he says, I win courses I'm not a fan of. It's a major. I'm going to be up for it. And that's all I needed to hear out of Brooks Koepka. He's coming in focused. He's coming in determined. Plus 1,400 at DraftKings now. I got him a plus 1,600 earlier today. And I'm very happy with that number. I think he's going to bring it home.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to play a little share on Brooks. You just have to. You can't deny Brooks at these majors. He's incredible. He gets focused. I think, what have we seen? 7 top 10s out of the last 11 majors, you know, and, you know, he has a bunch of wins in there. I like it. He sounded calm and cool talking about the Brights and stuff. You know, the English media can really, they can tweak you. They can get you fired up, and he was fine. He was fine.
He don't bother him.
No, I like his mentality. I just think he's laser. And, I mean, the last time they played a British Open, you know, he's in the last group going out. And he ends up shooting a 74. I think is poor. Hey, Adam, what's up, buddy? Having a little back and forth with him over the weekend. Port St. Ruth, and he shot 74. But, you know, Brandon Grace sat there. No, it was J.B. Holmes sat there and shot 80-some. It threw his whole game off. I'm convinced of that. But Brooks, you know, he's going to be in there. I think he finished T4 last time at the British Open. So I like your pick. I really do. I'm going to start off with my, you know, shoot from the hip. Look, I've already talked about it. This is one where, Azushin, you're right on. We talked about, hey, Tech, what's up, buddy? Chris, talking live. We did the Rahm live bet last time we were out there, right? US Open, and that was huge. And I do think there's no way I'm playing 8-1. I'll play Rahm in some pools. I'll play some one and done, some DFS. I'm not playing 8-1, not in this tournament, not in that weather, not in that wind. But live bet, maybe I get him 4-1 if he's rolling out there with the lead on Saturday. So I 100% agree. But my big hit, my big guy at the top, it's going to be JT. And a lot of you might say, JT, what's JT? Oh, now he finished 8th at the Scottish last week. But I've just been following him, and he just seems like, hey, this is the last major. Why not me? Why not now? He seems to finally be getting over a little bit that his grandfather passing away. The Tiger injury was big on him. And if you remember when he won the Players' Championship, he came out of nowhere. And if you remember one shot he had there that he brought to that tournament, low, stinking draw off the tee with the driver. That's perfect for this course. I think if he can play that shot, and listen, I took the 2 areas I like the most of his. Strokes gained around the green, he's 13th. Screnley's 37th. Strokes gained approach, he's 5th. Get on that green. If you're not, get up and down. I think he's going to hit fairways. I think he's going to be really, really tough this week. I love JT. I really do. 20-1.
Yeah, great number. Great number, and we're seeing him. He snuck into the top 5 earlier today. DraftKings did not have him in that top 5. He's sneaking in, getting momentum. So that's what you want to see. Absolutely love it. I'm going to go a little deeper down the odds board with my second pick, and I'm going to go with Paul Casey. Good old Paul. 40-1, I got him at plus 175 for top 20. I like the top 20 much more than I like the outright, right? Because we know Casey get a little shaky on Sunday. But listen, he showed up in some big events, top 10 at the Players, PGA Championship, U.S. Open. He plays well in the wind. That's going to be critical, right? We know about the golf course. And, PGA splits around a model based on strokes gained plus 13 mile per hour wins. And he landed top 5 in the field. He landed top 20 in all the points you want to hit. Greens and regulation, strokes gained approach, off the tee, fairways gained. Last 24 rounds, Casey's 13th in greens and regulation, second strokes gained tee to green. So I think he's in pretty good form at this number, 40-1, but I don't think he's going to come home with it. Had to take a shot, but plus 175 top 20. I really like that number with Paul Casey.
Yeah, he's I don't know if he wears the crown right now, but best player to not win a major. He's darn near close. Ricky was wearing that for a while, but then Ricky got married. So
best player until he has to putt.
yeah. I mean, that's been his news lately. But yeah, I like Casey, and he actually tends to play well in the, obviously he does in the majors. So yeah, the putter is definitely the question mark with him. All right, I'm going to shoot. I got two guys, not way back, middle back, 30 plus to 1. You've heard of them, you know of them, but we're going to go with Louis Oosthuizen here at 30-1. You've already seen him finish second in both majors not the Masters, but the last 2 majors. Louis is just a guy. He's going to do it. I mean, he's going to do it when, where, we don't know.
He has to, right?
He has to. He's that good of a player. And now you're taking a South African in these windy conditions. His one major is obviously the British Open when he won at St. Andrews. He's got that kind of game that really fits. When I look at his overall game, his worst metric that I was looking at this week is off the tee. He's 97th. But does that really matter? I'm getting to it. It's not going to be a lot of drivers. I think Brooks has even talked about it. It's going to be a lot of different clubs just finding that fairway, letting it roll depending on the wind conditions. But he's 10th in strokes gained around the green. He's 14th in strokes gained scrambling. He's got that touch. He's got that game. He's got that putter. Now we just need to see him put it together, not put one in the water like he did at the what was that? The team event down in New Orleans, the Zurich. So
the Zurich,
yeah. Just hold on.
He was falling apart, man.
Yeah, let's go, Louis.
Hey,
I know a lot of people like him. I do too.
If you're betting the outright and then double up on Sunday because you're going to get a good number on him on Sunday. Just because they're going to be betting everyone but him. But no, love it, dude. Took a hard look at Louis, man, because he has just been, he's right there knocking on the door. Right there.
30-1. I'll take it.
Yeah. Absolutely love it, man. Now I'm going to go with my long shot, right? And here we go. How's 100-1 sound for everybody? Anyone want to cash a 100-1 ticket? I love 100-1 tickets. I'm going to go back to my guy, right? Russell Henley, right? 100-1, round 1 leader. I'm also playing him top 40 plus 110. I think that's a great number considering the way he's been playing, Dave.
Yeah, no, I agree. Henley's been. Dude, I had him last week. Again, a quiet Sunday, quiet late Saturday, but he's right at the top of the leaderboard. He's the guy that gets that ball out there. He's not a huge driver, but, man, look at Tech trying to win about 10 G's.
He's going to throw a hunch in there, man. My man, Tech, he don't mess around peeling off hunch. Listen, 100-1, we're not going full blast, Tech. Tech's like, dude, 100, I just peel it off and throw it in there. My man. Yeah. But listen, Henley's a fast starter. Let's look at the last 3 events with Henley just in general, right? 13th at the Open, 19th at Travelers, 11th at John Deere, right? He's in good form. He opened all 3 of those events with at least a 67 in round 1. We saw him jump out to the lead in the US Open. He's actually the first round leader at the US Open in 2018 as well with a 69. Just tremendous form coming in. And I just think that I was surprised. I initially went to the top 40 and I saw him there, and I'm like at plus money, and I'm like, he's playing too good to pass up at the top 40 at that number. And then I just started like digging into him a little more, and I'm like, hey man, he's not afraid to start fast at these big events. I'm gonna give him a shot at the round one leader. And then when I saw the number, I was like 100 to 1, dude. Let's do it.
Yo, Darren Clark was 125 to 1. Ben Curtis was 300 to 1. The past two winners at this course are deep into the bag. So I like it, man. Got to play a few out there. Really like it. Listen, I got a couple more here. I'm going to play one more pretty heavy at one of these top guys. And I'm going to throw a couple deep like Drums just did. Patrick Cantlay. I really like Patrick Cantlay this week. He's a guy that's kind of on the sneak tip, coming up right behind you, sniper mode. And what I like about Patrick Cantlay is second in strokes gain scrambling, ninth in strokes gain around the green. We all know his putter is a little yippy sometimes, but these greens aren't too hard. Those metrics to be able to get up and down from around the green. He's also 25th in strokes gain approach, so he's a quality iron player, really good ball striker. And we know off the tee, he's 12th. So he's just got this all-around awesome game for the four categories I was looking at. I just couldn't take my eyes. 35 to 1 right now. Patrick Cantlay, we've seen British Opens be the place of the first-time winners, major winners. And this will be Cantlay's first. We already saw him win at Memorial earlier this year. He's good, man. He's really good. It could be his time.
I think he's settled down a lot. Like, I think it's really like he has the mental piece down now. And I think that makes a world of difference. Like, he went through that rut. He got out of that. And now I think he's just like, he almost looks like he's unfazed. Like, he's not even having fun out there. He's like, whatever. I'm all business, getting it done. I was looking hard at Cantlay. So I'm with you there.
Yeah, I love that. And then I'll shoot too deep for you guys, and I'll be quick on these. I like Brendan Grace at 66 to 1, a winner at Puerto Rico this year, but also a guy that finished, I think, fourth at the U.S. Where was it? Fourth at Memorial, seventh at the U.S. Open. He's a guy that's playing good form lately, does have a win on the tour. And like we said earlier, guys deep in this card are have a good shot at winning. So I'll throw one more else out there. Christian Bezadenholt. You'll have to look up that name, long name, but if you've been watching majors, he's a guy that's always creeped up at the top of the leaderboard. You're getting 90 to 1 odds on a Christian Bezadenholt. He's fourth in stroke gain around the green. Really, these guys, South African type, likes to play in the wind. These guys, I think, are going to be up there come Saturday, Sunday. Potential live bet options too. Throw a little shackles on them early and see what they can do.
Don't be afraid to pound them on Saturday and Sunday, man, after the field thins out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But definitely a good one, man. Definitely a good one. I cannot wait, for this weekend. Like I said, I'm starting off hot with the round one leader, dude. We hit this 100 to 1 ticket, and it's going to be a good weekend. But we'll see. Round one leader is always tough, dude. Always a lot of variance with that. But when I saw that 100 to 1 number, it was like it spoke to me. But anything else you got in the holster for this weekend before we wrap up? We got a quick one, guys. We're only doing about 20, 25 minutes. Summer fun on the menu, and plus we got the NBA finals, so it's going to be a good one. But what else do we got? Do you got anything else in the holster, Dave?
Yeah, I actually really do like. I'm going to double up on Cantlay. I do like him in a tournament matchup against Bryson DeChambeau. DeChambeau, listen, and Cantlay's minus 120 against DeChambeau for the tournament. I even like DJ a little bit, 150 over DeChambeau, but I get the better price on the guy that I do think has a better shot at winning. DeChambeau firing that caddy, missing the John Deere or the Rocket Mortgage cut. Bringing a new caddy out to that course in that area, and I mean, this guy was a pro, right? But he's not a guy that's looped on this course before. I don't know where his mind's at. It's not a bomb it, grip it, and rip it. Like, you get in some trouble here. He's horrible in strokes gain around the green. He's 108th. And and he's 56 in strokes gain approach. So we're not saying he's going to hit a ton of greens either, especially in these windy conditions. I'll take most people against Bryson, but definitely Cantlay this week, minus 120 for the tournament matchup. Yeah,
that's a good one. I'm surprised that number's only minus 120. I just think that I could see things not going Bryson's way and us getting another Bryson meltdown. You know what I mean? There's a lot of... You know what I mean? Like, it's just, we'll see how it plays out. But I definitely think Brooks is going to get the upper hand over Bryson this weekend. So that is going to be fun.
Yeah, that will be a lot of fun. I think I don't think we can get a lot of those. I was looking for that.
Now they ain't giving that out this week, man.
No. And I'm going to throw
they're not
no.
boosting that one.
No, I'm going to throw a dart on the top 20. He's plus 550. Lucas Herbert played well at the Scottish Open, played very well recently, has 2 wins on the Euro Tour this year. A guy you're getting plus 550 on a top 20. Again, you're looking at dark horses, guys that can come from way back, a guy that does play well around the greens and hits fairways. So looking at Lucas Herbert, top 20 at plus 550. I'm going to dial some in on that. You got anything else?
You heard the man. Cash it in. Nope, I'm done. They're my 3 plays. Like I said, Henley, just trying to narrow this one down, stay focused. Henley, Casey, and Brooks Koepka. Brooks could give me the money, but I'm hoping Henley gives it to me on Thursday. But listen, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. We really do. I apologize I couldn't get it all into all the comments. Adam, Tech Money, our guy, Tech Money. We got to have him back on the show one time, man. Love Tech. We got to hit Tech up. We got to go out and drink some beers. Our man, Chris Exushin, doing big things, Heat Ratio Sports Network and Fox Sports The Gambler. Make sure you follow him. And gave it to Adam. Dan Green checking in. Flyer Nice podcast. Tremendous stuff.
Yo, how about Dan getting Al Morgani on the other day? If you haven't watched it yet, yeah, you got to dial in, watch some Al Morgani on Flyer Nights. It was a really great interview, great poll by them, but more importantly, great information. So good job, Dan.
Yeah, definitely. Those guys are awesome, man. If you like hockey, follow them. Heat Ratio Sports Network, like and subscribe, right? And then you get all the action. You get all the great shows that we provide. So we appreciate your support. Make sure you like and subscribe to YouTube channel, and good luck to everyone on your bets. Let's make some money, and we'll see you guys next week.